Hello, Patrick. I wanted to respond to your brilliant question. So I'm going to read the question first. If you have a desire that is strong enough, it doesn't matter what you believe, your desire will triumph. It seems contradicting to nothing happens to you beyond your beliefs. Both statements are from Abraham. And Patrick, both statements are true. I'm going to explain how. You see, any desire that you give birth to is always given. Anything that you desire is always given, whether you receive it or not. The purpose of the work we do is to receive it now in our lifetime. But when you croak, when all of us croak, we become the recipients of everything that we've put into the vortex. You know why that is? Because everything that we've put into the vortex is in non-physical vibrational form. So when you change your form and you become non-physical, you are now a vibrational match to what you've created and you get all of it. But while we are alive, while we are in physical form, we want the opposite of that. Instead of us becoming non-physical to receive the stuff that is non-physical, we want the stuff to become physical so that we can play with it. Right? Now, stop there and think about that for a minute, and I want to introduce another element to this discussion. That is, you eventually receive everything that you ask for. So desire trumps eventually. If you have negative beliefs that are blocking the way, desire does not trump immediately. Desire trumps every time, eventually, because your inner being is taking you round and round and round around all the resistance that you've got along the way. So that takes longer. It takes longer for desire to trump over beliefs, because you actually have to go around those beliefs. But eventually you get that thing. Haven't you heard people say, oh, I forgot about it. It's been so many years and, better late than never, and here it is. That happens a lot of times. It's because when people forget that they were asking for something, now attachment is gone out of the equation. And when they just stop asking for it every day, now all those negative beliefs that were stopping it from coming are no longer active, or they are not as highly active as before. So now it can manifest, right? The other thing in all of this is that as you give up your negative beliefs, so sometimes as people are going through life, they become more accepting. They mellow down, we say. They are mellowing down with age, right? So you stop fussing over everything. And when you stop fussing and throwing a big tantrum over everything, then it becomes easier for you to receive what the universe has in store for you. So desire always trumps eventually. Now there's another element to it. And that element is that moment in time when your desire suddenly, miraculously gains a lot more momentum than the momentum of your beliefs. And when that happens, what you desire manifests instantaneously. Because now you've given up in one swoop, you've given up all your negative beliefs and you've become ready to receive. And I give examples of that all the time. I tell you about the mother whose child is about to be crushed under a car or something, and she runs into action without thinking about all her negative beliefs. That if she stopped, her beliefs would kick in, her mind would start telling her, you can't save that child, you don't have enough time, you don't have enough strength. And then she wouldn't be able to do it. But if she never goes there, if she never focuses on those negative beliefs, she does not activate them. And when she does not activate them, now she can scoop up her child and save them. And we see that happening. People do that. People will give up. For example, I've seen this. So I've seen the first one as well. My father actually did that. We were stranded, so we were going from Tehran, from Iran to Pakistan, and in between was a desert, and there was a sandstorm, and when the sandstorm was over, there was no road. There was no road to travel on, and our car was hopelessly stuck in the sand. And I saw my father lift that car because his desire was so huge. He knew that if we stay in the desert, we didn't have enough food or water to be able to survive. His desire for our well-being and our safety, and it's giving me goosebumps, made him lift the vehicle in order for us to get on our way again. So anything is possible, provided your desire is so strong that your beliefs are puny with respect to the size of the desire, right? Now let's go to the other statement that you made. You can never live your life outside your belief. Yes, that is so true. I say that. Those are my words, actually. You cannot live your life outside the parameters of your beliefs. And I say that because I know that unless you do something to give up the beliefs, to deactivate them, to not give them, fuel them with momentum, then eventually they die out. The only thing that keeps a negative belief alive is your attention to it. So, for example, when people talk about money, they activate all the beliefs that they have to do with money, unless they discard that belief by providing their mind an example or evidence that proves to them that the old belief no longer is true. Then they have freedom. But if they are not able to provide their mind with evidence that the old belief is no longer true, then they are captive to that belief. Let me give you an example. There was a time in my life when I believed that people who worked hard got rewarded the most. And then my observation taught me that that was not true. But I had learned that from my parents. I had learned the value of hard work. And so I religiously followed that. I'm going to work hard and then I will be rewarded. Then when I discovered Abraham's teachings and I discovered the law of attraction, I understood that it's not hard work, but it's the vibration. It's the vibration. So hard work became something for me to enjoy. The reason I now spend a lot of time working is because what I do is my fun. I'm on holiday every day because what I'm doing is what I love doing, right? It's not a chore. I don't go to work because I have to. I go to work because I enjoy it. I enjoy teaching you. I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy bringing Abraham's work to the masses. I enjoy this. So it's not work for me. It doesn't feel like work. But when someone else is looking at me, they think it's work. Because you can never tell from the outside what someone is experiencing on the inside. So my daughter once looked at me and said, "Mama, you never have any fun. You should have more fun in your life. Let's go to the mall and hang out." And I said to her, "I am going to go with you to the mall to hang out, but I'm not going to go because that's my fun. When you see me working, I'm actually having fun. When I go to the mall, I always want to come back. I always look at my watch and say, when is this going to be over? Right? So we can never tell what's going on inside someone else's heart. We can only provide them with information that they need to synthesize in their own minds and come to their own conclusions and shift their own beliefs. I cannot shift your belief for you, but I can help you understand what lies behind beliefs that makes them unchangeable. And I'll end this talk by telling you that beliefs are also thoughts, and they have momentum. And your desire is also a thought, and it also has momentum. So which one are you going to speed up in terms of momentum? If you speed up your desire and you ignore the beliefs, your desire will manifest instantaneously. But if you give equal attention to the belief as well as to the desire, now you'll be split apart. That's where all worry comes from. You're split apart because you're giving both things your attention. So your energy is splitting. Half of it is going towards the negative belief, and the other half, or whatever proportion that you're applying, is going to your desire. So it's pulling you apart. And a lot of times people unknowingly give more attention to the negative beliefs than they do to the desire. Right? If you kept your desire pure, as we talked about in the Heart and Mind Alignment Method course, which you're attending, then you don't have to worry about all those negative beliefs because you are giving so much more momentum to your desire. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that answers your question. Questions are welcome, folks. So whoever wants to post me a question, line up, and I will do my best to respond. Take care, everyone. It's Zara saying goodbye for now.